tonight. I'd specifically like to welcome you, Hilton Schilder. We're absolutely honored and delighted to host you for this event. This is the inaugural conversation in a series of public conversations hosted by the CHR's Factory of the Arts. The Factory of the Arts is a recently established initiative convened by my colleague, Atiyyah. The Factory of the Arts is creating a space for artists in residence across creative disciplines, for postgraduate students at the University of the Western Cape, for scholars in humanities, and for young artists from across the city, the province, and the country to experiment in new models of critical arts education and in creative practice. And just to name a few, we have a project and a partnership with Handsfree Puppet Company, Net for Print, an NGO in Barrydale, and our own Artists in Residence Ukwanda Puppet Design Collective that connects the city to Barrydale in this project of movement, collaboration and experimentation with puppets, performance, music, and the creative imagination. The Factory of the Arts is committed to nurturing new experiments in creative imagining, whose visions are grounded in, yet unconstrained by, the current predicaments that shape our reality in South Africa, on the continent, and across the globe. And as the legend at the top of the stairs says, as you walk into the Science Center, logic will take you from A to B, but the imagination will take you everywhere.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome Hilton again, my friend, on stage so that he will come and share his artistic vision and work and his experience in an open conversation. Conversation is a new series of public dialogue with jazz musicians, artists, and their legacies, convened by the Factory of the Arts. South Africa has a rich tradition of jazz, but often these stories are not told. Our artists are most of the time celebrated around the globe, but in our country are not celebrated. Therefore, we're hoping to change that at the Factory of the Arts. The Factory of the Arts is here to promote much of more serious study of this work and art, and the experience of these artists, shaping how we understand our society and the world. And once again, I would like to welcome Hilton, my friend, on stage. Thank you.
You can stop the music.
Thank you. It's nice to see all you familiar faces I haven't seen for a long time. How's it going? I'm going to start this evening off with one of my favorite pieces from one of my early albums. This is called Atiyyah Part 10. This is for my wife. And I've done 40 pieces for her over the years. And this is Atiyyah Part 15.
But as you just right, I'll be sharing the stage with Hilton in conversation. Thank you, my dear.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thanks Hilton, that was so beautiful. Thanks so much. I think it's amazing that you've written 40 compositions for your wife. That's incredible.
Makeup songs.
Very important to have. Okay, so keep it quite casual. For those who might want to know, starting at the beginning, can you tell me a little bit about where you grew up, your early years in
Well,
Cape Town?
I was nearly born in the north. My mom was with my dad at a gig and she gave birth to me there. She made it back to Weinberg, and from the age of three years old, I decided I wanted to play music. That's why I was surrounded by music all the years. Can you hear me? I was surrounded by music all the years. Coming from a big music family. There was music in and out of the house. So that's when I decided I wanted to do music and paint.
Sure.
That's what I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah, because I was going to ask if you could remember your first kind of exposure to music, or what was it? Would it have been through
My dad.
your dad?
Yeah, I've got a clear picture of, I can see it like it happened yesterday, me sitting by the piano, about 2 or 3 years old, and looking across at the drummer, which was, I thought it was Monty Weaver or Cecil Rika, and my dad's brother Jackie as well, and Winston Mankunku on the left. I've got that clear picture, and it's nice to grow up with such music.
Sure, but it's not beyond your dad. I mean, there's lots of siblings from the Schilder family that played, and also influential as well.
Well, my dad's one of 14 kids, and they all play. The brothers that are known, like Ibrahim and Philly and Jackie, they know about Ronnie, and the sisters,
Okay.
that all sing. That's how my mom met my dad, she was in the choir with one of his sisters.
Okay. So, since, by now you're a multi-instrumentalist, but what was the first instrument you
The
played?
drum. It was a drum. Well, it wasn't a drum, it was a suitcase, those round suitcases,
Sure.
the paper ones,
Sure.
and a pair of brushes which one had given to me, and that's how I started.
Okay.
So, and then I got a bongo, and bongos got louder, and congas.
And then at some point you just...
Yeah, it's just a blur to me, but I do remember lots of it, and I've got a very good memory. All this music I recall in my head,
Sure.
I filed away in a special corner. I don't forget them. Even the stuff from the 70s,
Yeah.
don't forget them. I've got a good memory. And the good things that most of them are recorded,
Yes.
but we're kind of slipping away from the subject.
No, it's cool.
Well, percussion is my first love. I have a percussive approach to music styles and that. And talking about percussion is, shall we get to that afterwards?
No, we can get to that afterwards.
Okay. Let me play this.
Sure.
Now, this one I've had for 22 years. It was bought by a friend of mine, Peterson.
Yeah.
It's made out of tambuti wood, and it's kind of a prototype. It's the first one that it's quite worn here, but it makes good sound. these instruments, you have to force yourself to stop, otherwise it goes on all night.
I think you put us all in a trance. That's cool. Okay, so just going back to childhood still a little bit.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before, because we've done an interview before, that you started playing with your dad, so like publicly, you started playing with your dad when you were around nine.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say, because you're a self-taught musician, but would you say as well, with regards to composing, which is completely, it's another level, it's beyond that, just technique, that was, those kind of mentors were really helpful for...
Yeah, but it wasn't like, play that and that, it was more just watching, watching and listening. That's the secret to composition, I think, is watching and listening and observing and taking into account what's happening at the moment and the sounds that you hear and the feelings that you have. That to me is composition, because I've never known it from an academic point of view, but that's some good news. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna carry on studying. I'm gonna go for my master's.
Oh, yeah, great. Breaking news.
Special.
Wow.
I have no master's when I'm 60.
In my personal opinion, you should be teaching, you should be...
See you, Lisa.
Cheers.
Okay, so it would be nearly impossible to, since you started at such a young age, I've seen some of the images, it's like you with a lot of musicians, but super young. There's bands like a studio, there's so many bands you've been in over the years. It would be impossible to track all of those.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. But perhaps we can talk about, for now, just some of the bands you worked with that were really influential. Of course, one of the ones I would really like to talk about is the Genuines, but it's not limited to that.
Yeah. Well, we can't...
just like how you got into it.
Yeah, the Genuines didn't start there. It started in, actually, about 1979 when I was so busy playing cover versions of Love Supreme, bands like that. Mac came to me and asked me to play in this band, and I never played keyboards in the band. I was always percussion and drums and that, stuff, wild things. And Mac came to me and said, I really wanted to come and play in this band. And the band was called Soft Landing.
Soft Landing.
Yeah, it was with Nick Carter and Ruben Samuel, those cool old guys. And I played with Big Daddy.
Sure.
Big Daddy was my first band that I played with. I was in high school, yeah.
Big Daddy, of course.
In the trick, yeah.
Cool.
I failed in the trick. Yeah, that's after that. That was the beginning of a really good friendship between me and Mac, like piano, because he convinced me to play piano. Really, Mac was the one that convinced me. Yeah.
Okay.
It was not. I also got called out to Trevor Parker as well, who was married to my dad's youngest sister. He still is. He's produced some amazing musicians. They all encouraged me to play, and I was composing already.
Yeah. So the Genuines.
That was kind of the forerunner of the Genuines. I went away. We came back in the 80s. We just got tired of surviving in Cape Town. You have to play cover versions, and we didn't want to do that anymore. We want to try to get away from the cover version, Button Mafia, It's really, it leads to something energetic and effect, So we formed this band with a drum machine. A lot of people here have been to the first, I think it was at our first concert in Joburg. And we started writing rock songs, real driving hard rock with a goema backbeat, And it kind of developed into a style which we called goema, and we dropped the H, it was ours, We kind of invented this like a rock kind of, angry stuff. Our stuff was banned. And we also got to play, we got to play at some interesting places like in Amsterdam, at the culture in South Africa. some of the UDF rallies and
Okay.
stuff like that. But that I was doing with Basil and with Robbie and him, you know, and Jack. That we had to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And but the genuines really turned my brains around because that's when we started really examining ourselves and see where do we fit in this whole music and the music plan, you know. Are we going to carry on being drones and playing American music, cover versions and stuff like that? No, we just dropped that. And we went straight into playing the most amazing original. We didn't only cover rock, we played Batanga, we played Arabi, we played Goema. Actually, our first album was a rock album. The second album was a corpse album with Tony Seegers and Robbie Jansen joining us on trumpet, and then the third album was called Straight from the Groove. And I'm playing here.
Yeah.
Something we did at the Groove here, and that's another long story. Just before that, we did an album called what is that album called? Nights of the Cape Gypsies.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we did Chasing the Voodoo, but I wasn't involved in that one.
So it was five
albums.
albums.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not on the last one. Yeah. Some politics.
No, it's okay. It would be amazing to have a genuine reunion, sometime. I wish you could have seen that.
That's fine, I'll flop it or something.
Okay. But what was the reception and the atmosphere like at like a genuine gig in Cape Town?
Electric.
Especially when it's
some
about energy.
people. Yeah, no, it was very electric. We kind of toned down the punk afterwards, you know what I mean? Because Cape Town didn't like the punk stuff.
Yeah.
It went down in Berlin, you know.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, I can imagine.
But Cape Town, we kind of toned down just to keeping it like rock. And because, you know, we would play gigs, rock gigs, and then at the same time we'd be doing something like Kippies in Joburg, which was a jazz venue, and we'd playing our jazz repertoire. And then our rock guys would pull in and say, "Hey, fuck this shit, play hey, keep your floor," you know what I mean? And tell them, you know, the context is different. And that's when you lose fans. You see, you got to stay true to a certain market if you want to be. When you be a rock and roller, you got to be that. You know, if you be a rock and roller that goes to jazz, you know, it's lame, you know.
I think it's cool, but
yeah, well, it's not the same reality. And,
yeah,
you know, rock is another lifestyle, you know.
For sure. Okay. Well, are there any other bands or artists you've worked with that you'd like to talk about?
Yes, I'd like to mention a band called Feather. It was a very interesting time for me as a piano player.
When was that?
That was when I just got married. Well, just before I got married, I went on the circuit, you know, playing. That's when I decided I wanted to check out the piano. I went with a guy called Lionel Bukes and Denver Furness, and a guy called Claude Fry, and Lionel's wife, Rosalind, was Samuel Ottman's sister. Really nice band called Feather, and we did a lot of the original stuff, we did a lot of my stuff, and yet we were doing the hotel, the Southern Sounds thing, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the time I got married and all that stuff happened. And,
Sure.
And that's why we started. When we came back to Cape Town, I was like, I couldn't take much more of that certain vibe. But it was lovely when we were just newly married away from home.
Sure.
You know, it was my daughter, you know, she was, and we were in these beautiful places like in Plettenberg Bay at the Beacon Hotel. Absolutely lovely. But meanwhile, there was shit happening at home, you know what I mean? And you can't enjoy beauty like this, knowing in the back of your mind that there's stuff to be done, you know. So that's when I started taking notice of it, and I'm kind of going back and forth in time. But I got a time travel agent, so.
That's okay. So did Feather record ever, or is there any album?
There are lots of recordings that were made by Lionel. I think he's still got them. It's probably still on cassette though.
Yeah.
No, but I think he's digitized it, and there will be recordings of it. Yeah.
Sure. Because there were a lot of bands around in Cape Town at the time, especially within the jazz scene, that formed, played a couple of gigs, maybe even got big with their fan base. but never actually recorded or had the
Exactly.
resources to record.
I mean, like,
So like a studio, right?
a very
For instance,
specific,
right?
that's
Yeah.
actually the one I wanted to talk about is a studio. That was my kind of university, because of the guy like Russell Herman and was for me, one of the most prolific composers to come out of this country. He was very underrated, very underseen, but actually amazing. And they were hectic guys.
Yeah.
It was Russell and Robbie and Carter, all those witty guys, and except Kapti wasn't in that group.
Okay.
He was busy with other things.
So, a studio had quite a following, it seems, and then
Yeah, like
no
quite
record
a
was
classical following. It's
like
strange that
classical
people
with
actually-
NK jazz kind of
Yeah.
together, right?
But we found that the audience was mainly people that would go and listen to the symphony.
Sure.
Our people went, we had it there, raise it for you now, come, it's free, come check it out. So we trying to, Tony and myself are actually trying to just like thread those pieces together, because I think we're the only two that remember that music. The other guys are all dead,
Sure, exactly.
Carter, Robbie, Louis Wall still alive, the violinist.
Yeah. So this is why it's so interesting, is because people talk about this band, but there's no music you can hear of it. It's
Yeah.
just like this myth.
Look, I'll get up, let me just take you through, I don't know who heard of the studio here, it was a group that Russell and you remember the studio? Yeah. So I'm going to play you a little section. This is Russell's composition. It's 3 pieces. One is called Atiyyah and the Dwarf, and I'm going to segue it into a studio and lay it out. And it's pieces of 3 pieces, and you can hear the intensity of what these guys are doing. And you just got to picture it with violin, 2 flutes. Progressive.
like, people need to know how lucky they are, man. To be able to hear that.
They have to play that music. The bunch of heavy guys.
I've been,
I was young.
yeah, I've been asked to write a story about the studio.
Hey,
And
I
it
cover
feels-
a lot of worms there.
Feels like, it feels like an impossible task because there's almost nothing written about them. There's no recording except somebody might have a tape somewhere. But it's just really such a.
Are you still searching for the elusive copy?
I'm still searching. That's going to be the story. It's like when I finally find the tape. So yeah. But thank you so much. And as you spoke before, that the compositions were really complex,
Yeah.
you know, and just what a big learning curve it was for you at that
Yeah.
young age. Yeah. Okay, so we're skipping in time a little bit, but something else I'd really like to focus on, since you brought the bows, is a little bit of background about that. You said you've been playing the bow for like 35 years.
Yeah.
But how did you get into it, and did it go along with like learning indigenous stories as well?
Well, it started in my wife and myself, we were in the Eastern Cape, but before we got married. And I found this bow on the side of the road. It was just a crusty old bow with a thing on, with a gourd on. I took the gourd on for some reason. I think I saw a movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Yes.
I saw Bushman playing it, but I knew about that instrument, you know, and I put it in my mouth, and I got the sound and I was addicted, you know. It took me 10 years to really play it, you know.
So you taught yourself?
Yes, and of course I met people along the way that, you know, in touch. Actually been, you know, we put a concert on the day before we voted. It was a Sunday. And we did a concert at that was called Artscape now. It was still called the Nico Milan that time. In the foyer, we did this bow concert. So it was Robbie Jansen, Bing Peterson, Diesel Platches and stuff. Just conversations with bows and percussion and flutes. Oh, and I had a grand piano there as well. So that's recorded. That was 94.
Okay.
And since then, it's just this thing has been going. Been in myself have a concept called the Vickles Spatsko.
Sure. I wanted to get to that, but but just basically to say, like, so you picked up the bow and you just started playing for like many years, but at some point it became a thing about modifying and adding and creating your own type of bow.
Of course.
So the piece on the ground is called
Vickles.
right. So can we
from the Vickles Spatsko.
Vickles piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This is the only one. This is the only one of its kind in the world. Feast your eyes on this.
Why is it the only one in China?
Because it's the only one that was made. Well, there's two, the other one's broken. Not broken, it's just dismantled. But this is the one, the recent one that we've come up with. And it's quite interesting, you can tune them. And I can hear it. You'll probably be able to hear it without it.
And is it English translation for the name?
Shakespeare.
Okay.
And like they look like spears and you buckle them. That one you buckle it, you slap it. Otherwise, it's going to go on and on and on. But it's the little sound, you know, of it. And they have piano tuners on them. like from the piano, so I can just, anyway, I can tune it up, and then they have like a bridge here. So each thing has. It's nice, that's a nice tuning out of that tune. It slips like that. And these bows, actually, it's got my artwork on it. These bows were originally from the wine barrels. The slats of the wine barrels are out of one stack you get 2 bows.
Okay.
And then we put little drinking glasses in here, so it's from intoxication. With wine glasses and I make like a one there, but it's too much illusion. Just carry it like this. And that's the vocal piece.
Okay, so it's a chord
It's
plus
a
5 bows.
and 5 bows
Okay.
split into 10 notes.
So you and Ben came up with this this particular one?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more Ben's inventions, you know. I mean, we planned and he constructed, you know.
Okay.
And we've come up with the strangest stuff. There's 12 string bow as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a bass bow. So there's a whole bow orchestra out there waiting, and we're just looking for players, you know. They're
Is
probably
it?
busy with kids, you know.
So, so you're doing workshops with kids?
Yeah, but really small ones, you know, because you got to start them really, really young. And we find when we play these gigs, we have the parents are just like wandering around, you know, and while we're playing, little kids would be dancing. So that's who we get, you know, little 2, 3-year-olds. Those are the ones we're aiming at.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something you mentioned some time ago about how you learn how to play a bow, because it's not like you can read the music, right? It's a listening.
Yeah, but it's really simple. It's a really simple instrument. Look, it's single string technology. It's not meant to be difficult. It's only when you start finding tones and tones that cross each other that it becomes difficult. It's really easy. You can do this. Your mouth. Hear that note carries on forever. Now the string keeps vibrating, so you can sleep with the next year. You have to go through all those things, you know, listen to this thing. Single string technology.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, cool. Thanks so much
It's
for
a
that.
very easy instrument.
Okay, I hope to learn sometime soon. Which actually brings me to talking a little bit about your art, because as a creative person, you've been doing it for so many years, and you've also been drawing since you were a child.
Yeah.
And Hilton was last night launching an exhibition of his own artwork at a gallery in Salt River. It's in Durham Road. You should go check it out. A new gallery called the Looney Gallery. But it's beautiful. Some beautiful artworks of his drawings over the years, starting in like 2006, I think.
Well, it's from a series of 700, yeah.
It's from a series of 700.
From 2005 till 2014, that's that series.
Sure.
But 200 have been sold over the years, you know, and you got to make a living.
So can you tell me a little bit about your art, a little bit about the inspiration, how did you get into
my mother was an artist,
Okay.
and she worked with, she was a teacher, so she worked with copper work and flat copper, you know, pressing it out and doing that, and she's a lovely artist as well, so that was my early introduction to art, was my mother, you know, encouraging me to just do anything with anything, you know. And I had a pretty good childhood growing up. You know, I wasn't abused or anything. I have none of a console story. But I grew up with a lot of encouragement and music and love. And I think that's important. I brought my kids up the same way, you know what I mean? You teach them music and you're giving a child a very good start in life when you starting with music, because when they learn music, they find they can absorb other subjects easier. I think that's our fun. So I fucked it out. Then yours. Sorry, I was edit that part.
Okay. So, but last time was this exhibition is the first time your artwork has been exhibited in South Africa?
Yeah, in South Africa. Yeah, in South Africa, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I've exhibited at the Town Museum in Basel, in Switzerland, and in France, Paris, and in Germany,
Sure.
but not here.
So yeah, which actually leads on to my next question, because the album artwork for one of your latest albums, Rebirth, or EPs, singles,
Rebirth, yeah.
The album artwork is done by Hilton, so the album cover is like 7-inch somewhere, anyways. So yeah, so check it out. But Rebirth and the process of composing, how it came about,
Yeah.
has an incredible story. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, if you don't mind sharing?
Okay, no, never mind. That's a good story. It's better than the ship story. This one I was in around 2010. I was diagnosed with cancer, and it's 2017. I'm still living with it. I mean, I'm still beating it, thanks to cannabis oil and various other healthy stuff. When I came out of surgery, I had to have my kidney removed. When I came out of surgery, I had this beautiful, I don't know if it was just when I came out of surgery, but I had this beautiful music, when you wake up and you hear this music. And the first thing you do, you get up and go to the piano or the guitar, whatever. Anyway, I don't write it down, I have to, refer. So this is the first time I actually composed like this. So I woke up in a hospital with this music, and the first instinct is to go to the piano, but I had tubes and pipes and oxygen stuff and heart machines and strange nurses, because really, the morphine does funny stuff to you, And out of sheer frustration, I saw a piano on the ceiling, and that's what the inspiration I'm doing. And I went into it for about 4 hours, and Rebirth. I think I'm going to end with that piece.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Or do you have more questions?
I've got 2 more.
You got 2 more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, then so we'll keep that in mind.
But let's end with that. So you basically composed the album from hospital on an imaginary piano, or
Imaginary piano.
a vision of a piano.
And morphine.
It's a brilliant story. It's a legendary story. I love it. Cool. Okay, just very quickly, your next album is coming out in August.
Well, we probably launch it earlier than August,
Cool.
but it's out already. It's
Can you tell us what it's called?
Alternative, 2 words, like alternative, but 2 words.
Alternative.
And it's a very reflective album. It's my 40th one.
Yeah,
It's the number 40, 40 compositions. And it's a kind of tribute to the ancestors, because there's lots of bow work on there, and I built melodies around the bows. And then I have my daughter singing with me on one track, something that I recorded a long time ago, that I composed a long time ago. She sang with me when she was 9, but she's 33 now, and now she actually recorded it with me. And then my friend Jay's daughter is on one track, Mishka. And then I've got Mark Fransman on 1 or 2 tracks, and Brian Bolton and Carl Fabe. So that will be the band that will be launching the album. It's a nice. I think that that you were hearing earlier on, that's the part of the album.
Oh, cool. Okay. So that's the launch is in August.
I'll let everybody know about it.
Okay. All right, cool, guys. Look out for that. And then finally, also, CHR was also interested in knowing Basically, what do you think is important for, you're a self-taught musician, and what advice or what are your thoughts on music education right now in this current time? What kind of spaces do you think need to be created for music education?
I think we should encourage the kids to open their eyes more to other kinds of music. Instead of just going into one kind of music, staying there and sticking your head up that music's ass, you know what I mean? Like guys study classical music and that's the way they go, or they study jazz, that's the way they go, they get blinkers. I'm not saying everybody, there's a lot of guys that have come out there. The young people are really playing incredibly, really the standard now and then has really changed. This is really the uptake game. The kids are really playing, you know, they're kicking ass on us. There's young kids that I'm very impressed with. But I want to corrupt them a little bit, not in a bad way. You know, just, you know, like, you know, you have to take acid to let your atoms come back here and stuff. I mean, metaphorically speaking. In other words, you have to depth perception. You have to come across a time when you look to your own self and find your own voice. That's very important. If you want to be heard as an artist, you have to find your own voice. No matter how long it takes, even if it takes 50 years, you have to find your own voice. That's very important. And I would encourage young people to really look for their own voices, you know. It's nice to emulate the people that you love, and that is wonderful to quote them. It's nothing wrong with that. But to mindlessly just copy solos and do that turns into another kind of robot. You know? It's really important that you react with, and also with other countries' folk music, you know, like the music from Bolivia, the music from Peruvian and the Wakian, the Wankers. Yeah, there's a good tribe called the Wankers. The Wankian, yeah.
Okay, because when I speak to musicians, especially young musicians, I always ask them this question, also from their perspective. And these are like people who come out of university jazz programs. And we speak about the importance of, like, beyond technique, there's also the importance of seeking mentors. And I personally believe that you should be a teacher at any one of these many prestigious universities we have in South Africa. Like, that's what the curriculum needs to be, personally for me, you know. But you also have a role, as a mentor.
Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, teaching, I don't think I'm a teacher, I'm a bad teacher. I don't mind teaching little kids, you know, I don't mind showing them.
Sure.
But I'm a bad teacher, I won't be able to put things across properly, you know what I mean? Other than showing, so master workshops, master classes, stuff like that I would do, you know.
Okay.
Especially I love working with little kids because they're really open to things, you know.
Cool. Okay,
Thank you so
Thank you so much.
much.
I think we can hear the last piece, and then there might be Q&A or something.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite a long piece. I don't know if you want to hear it, and I'm still used to playing an acoustic piano. I'll do a brief version. So this is Rebirth in 3 parts.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll allow some 5-10 minutes for people to ask questions and to Hilton.
I'll ask you the question.
Yes.
Having experienced you for many, many years as a musician, as a Capetonian, and many, many live performances through your different phases of your musical career, listening to that song, almost like a good wine here, kind of the notes of plum and blueberry and raspberry, that kind of thing. And kind of leaves a nice lingering finish on the palate as well, different parts of your life that I've experienced. And I've got quite a few of your albums at home and so on. I still listen to the genuines on my iPhone. But anyway, my question to you is, how have you experienced where the marketing aspects of the musicians' lives have been cracked or sorted out in any one of your stages of your life that you were happy with in Cape Town? Was this thing about our musicians are more famous over there than they are here? Have you experienced anything like that where you felt actually something did good by the musicians?
Yes, of course. I mean, there's one guy sitting in the audience, one of my best friends, Jay Rajvedi. He's one of my friends that have kind of made it quite handleable for guys to play original music in this town, you know. I mean, he's one of the few. I can mention quite a few, but I mean, the one that comes to mind is Jay, you know. And I feel that they're all guys doing good for musicians. But it's also, you know, musicians can't just say, oh, you know, you're more recognized in your own in another country. That's a lot of shit. You just got to go there and see that you are actually just treated like a normal earner. And if you're exceptional, then, you know, it's all the better, you know, if people like your stuff. But I think we can make our own statement right here. It's very hard in Cape Town. Cape Town really is cover version city. It's very hard for a musician to make it here. If they're not playing like mainstream jazz, so that they have to be in cover version bands, you know. Unfortunately, the club owners want, they don't want any.
Is it different in Joburg?
I think it's a bit more open in Joburg, you know. Of course, there's more money in Joburg, you know. Cape Town, you have ear in your teeth to live here as a musician, as an artist, you know. We don't fit into this. But I mean, that's what I say. It's not disappointing because that's how you grow as an artist, you know. You have to have these doors slammed in your face. You have to, so you can kick it down, you know, or make new doors. Yeah.
I can ask you a lot of questions, but I'm interested in what you were saying about the cover band history, because something I'm looking at now, and Cape Town is there's a long tradition of dance music in Cape Town.
Yes.
But you didn't talk about the groove and the experiment there. I know it didn't work, but I think it's interesting for people to hear what happened there.
What we did at the Groove. Yeah, we were offered down. We'd been living in Joburg for a while, and then we came back, and Ian had left us. He was playing with Tananas, and we got a lovely drummer called Vincent Pallett, who recorded with us on Nights of the Cape Gypsies. He's living in Australia or New Zealand, and we got this residency at the place called the Groove in Athlone. I don't know if people remember this place. It was an industrial area in Vegas. It was this big Thunderdome type club with cover version bands like that. The Groove came playing there, and we were playing Jimmy Messina and all the stuff, you know, Sting, Policeman in New York, all those kind of stuff. Alien in New York, that kind of stuff, you know. And we came in, and when we saw this crowd, bro, with the Edgar shirts and stop playing shit, dude. It's just like it's a bit. It's not like in the 70s where the guys would actually throw stuff at you, you know. Come to the gigs of swords and stuff, you know. I remember those gigs, man. But these guys, so I told Mac, the only way out is to write songs that sound like this. So we wrote Owl. It took us one night. We wrote about 20 songs. We had this groove. And that And we say, and this is a new song by Grace Jones that we're going to do. They were on the floor dancing as long as it wasn't us. And we were talking about not playing with guns and stuff like that, you know, and storming the Bastille. Like, it's really nice and funky, you know. And then now they caught us out, you know. But by then they'd already been pulling the people couldn't park anymore. It's like, you know, stampede place. You know, so we were really pulling a crowd, you know what I mean? And then afterwards they asked us to start backing this guy that used to do topless dancing. What does this guy do? Back in Cape Town, let's get that out of it. And that's when we went back to Joburg, you know. And yeah.
There's a record ever been released?
But we have an album, you know, Craig Parks actually recorded it. It's called Straight from the Groove. It's got 2 tracks, it's an LP. I mean, so what they call the big ones. Extended play. On the one side is Dr. Love. It's Mac rapping there. And the other side, I won't take no for an answer. All suggested sexy stuff. You know. And that's the one record of that time, you know, that you can, I mean, it's available. Craig should have it. Yeah. Anyone for sushi?
I would like to ask if you were asked which artist would you like to collaborate with? Any artist in the world, who would it be?
To collaborate with?
Yeah.
Well, I think Bob Fransman, Legacies, guys like that. Then I'd love to do a collaboration with this guy is called he's a hip hop artist, and he does stuff like, it's called what's this guy's name? And he's got this like demon eyes, but this little like Sagma pants. Hobson. I'd like to do a collaboration with him. He's got a message. Hobson, yeah. Yeah, and then there's so many people I'd like to collaborate with. But at first, people to come to mind is Mark Fransman and Legacies. Yeah. Good luck, bro.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Before you go, here's what I got in mind. That's a nose flute.